Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Foolish Mortals. And in the last episode, guys, we were able to use dry ice once again to create a fog effect inside the Captain's Club. And because of that fog effect, we were also able to grab the key to the lighthouse. We went to the lighthouse and actually shined the light here at the church, and we brought some color here to the stained glass window. We also fixed a game of billiards and a bunch of other things. We got a lot of stuff here currently on the plate. But I was looking at the stained glass window off camera, and I was running like through the color wheel around trying to figure out what to do. And then it occurred to me, we've only got 2 of these like little half circles for each design. So I'm thinking what we need to do here is actually get all of the orange, all of the blue, all of the red, and all of the light blue on the outer edge and keep these kind of yellow-green ones in the center. So as you can see, I've done a pretty good job so far. This took me about 5 minutes once I realized what I was doing. So we need to play around here and get these kind of close together. So how should I go about that? Let's maybe move the light blue. See, basically like that, but we need to get this red moved just a bit. So let's do, because this needs to be close together, right? Then move that. Oh, but then we're kind of in the same spot that we were in previously. There we go. Aha! Now let's see if this actually works. Ooh!
As soon as the plates in the stained glass window clicked into place, forming a translucent cross at the center, I heard a rumble behind me. The sound of antique machinery somewhere beneath the stone floor.
Aha! The Cardinal's Sacred Snack Chamber. Oh, okay, Rackham's watching.
The uneven stone staircase descended beneath the church into a dark, narrow tunnel.
Oh, great, we're in the catacombs underneath Paris.
Inside each arch were countless skulls embedded into the rock face, their empty eyes staring at me. I didn't dare begin trying to calculate how many dead bodies it would take to produce such a corridor, or where they came from. Inside each arch, I didn't...
Okay, good call. Well, we'll just run past here. We've got a very... What would you call a collection of bones and skulls?
The passageway twisted far away from the church, finally emerging in a round room lit only by a pale shaft of moonlight filtering through a narrow hole above. Tombs surrounded me in solemn silence. I had found the sanctuary crypt.
Brick wall.
The brickwork was crumbling, and although I couldn't dislodge it with my bare hands, I could tell it wouldn't take much force to break through.
Oh. I shovel well, darling. I shovel very well.
I needed to know what was on the other side of that wall, and this was a situation that called for some straightforward destruction.
My favorite kind. Murphy doesn't really look like the physical work kind of person. Manual labor.
It was the opening I'd made with the shovel I was carrying. A porthole to the grim scene within.
Well, hi.
The skeleton of Yardley Belmore lay slumped against the wall of the alcove. He had been bricked up alive.
Yeah, definitely the worst. of the three fates we've seen.
You're free now, Yardley. He can't keep you imprisoned anymore.
Take that as a small comfort.
So you are the mortal who is trying to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor before me.
Rackham.
You know who I am. Surely you must also know that you have started down a foolish path. It will only end in your death, Murphy McCallan.
What you've done to Abigail Belmore cannot be allowed to continue.
Abigail Belmore is dead, as will you be, if you continue this pathetic charade.
She deserves to be free, just like all the ghosts of the manor.
Don't let it be said I didn't warn you. If you're so interested in being friends with the dead, perhaps it's time you joined them. Just as Yardley Belmore was entombed alive, so shall you be.
Oh, we're tingly.
Rackham's spell had transported me somewhere I couldn't immediately place. I was lying down, my arms pinned to the side of me, my hands only able to feel the grain of the wooden boards to the sides and above and below me. And then I heard the noise, something thudding on the boards above me. That's when I realized I was being buried alive.
Oh, God.
Help! Help me, I'm stuck in here!
Yeah.
Who's saying that?
Down here! I'm inside the coffin, I need you to get me out.
You're in the coffin?
Yes!
Pull the other one. Do you think I'm falling for that again?
Wait, what? Really? I'm trapped in here.
I don't know how you're doing it, but I don't believe you. You can't fool old Edgar 3 times with that prank. Ugh, these tourists are gonna be the death of me.
The death of him? It seemed like my earlier escapades had come back to bite me in the behind. If I was going to get out, I needed to prove I was down there. It was time for some outside-the-box thinking.
Oh!
The sealed coffin would have muffled the noise too much for Edgar to hear it.
Oh, I thought for sure that was going to do it.
By the time I finished drilling my way out with the auger, I'd be under several feet of dirt. I fumbled in my pockets and took out the screw jack, bracing it between the floor and the lid.
There we go.
With each crank, the pressure grew and grew, until finally...
Brains. I thought I was going to get dirt in his eye.
Hey! Could you get me out of here?
Murphy? What are you doing down there?
Trying to not be down here.
I'll go fetch a ladder. Don't go anywhere.
Where do you think I could go? Before I'd even reached the top of the ladder, Edgar had fled to the safety of his shack, far away from the grave where he'd inadvertently tried to bury me. But one good thing had come out of it. Now I had Yardley's key. Embedded into the stony hillside was a geometric pattern that looked familiar.
Whew, I'm glad we are out of that, boy. Okay, ladder, we're definitely... Well, hold on.
I didn't need to climb back down into the grave.
Wanted to see if there was a bone. But I guess we have to go buy them for Muffy at the shop.
Good evening, Edgar. Can you believe you almost buried me alive?
If anybody asks you, that never happened. One word of this gets out, and I'll never be allowed near a coffin again.
I found a way into the sanctuary crypt.
You got yourself in there? I thought that place was closed up tighter than a jar of pickles dipped in super glue.
I certainly did. The pattern on the entrance was a clue to a secret passage from the church.
Well, I'm envious, Murphy. That's the kind of place I can only dream of ending up.
A dank old crypt?
For some, but I see a nice, quiet atmosphere. Plenty of legroom, no nosy neighbors to interrupt your rest. Those skeletons in there don't know how good they have it. It's only us living folk who can actually appreciate it. In my opinion, death's wasted on the dead.
He's got a point.
I best be running along.
Goodbye.
All right, any more coffin nails or anything to grab here? Oh, he fixed the table leg. Well, I'm going to take that as a good sign. So we still need to figure out how to get here. For some reason, I was trying to talk to Crab, and it was not working. Come on, buddy. Look at the map. Oh, there it goes.
I'd like to charter your ferry, please. I have a map here to... Huh? What's that?
Shh, shh, quiet. The show's starting.
Oh,
Signore, signori, ladies and gentlemen, the magic and mystery of the theater comes together with the artistry of the craftsman. I was going to say that. You're interrupting me. You started it. This is very unprofessional. To present to you the fantastical battle between good and evil, a struggle between right and wrong. I just said that. The timeless tale of Pulcinella. I was supposed to announce the title.
okay. That's great, but
Excuse me?
These two crack me up.
About the ferry hire.
Yes, I'm afraid the ferry's engaged at the moment.
Because of the puppet show?
You got it. My favourite part's when they hit each other on the head.
go have a chat with him.
Great show. Maybe it's time to wrap it up? I don't think I'd ever been brushed off by a puppet before. Hey guys, do you think you'll be finished soon? I was starting to dislike these guys. A stick puppet resembling a clown bobbed along the stage, buzzing incessantly. A stick puppet looking like the devil honked obnoxiously as he danced around the stage.
Oh, can we go? So how do we deal with this? Honk honk?
Perhaps it was the piratical air that brought to mind the mimicry skills of a parrot. If Squawkin' Hawkins could do it, maybe I could give it a try.
You're speaking over my lines. I'm not speaking over your lines. You're adding in lines that weren't in the script.
Okay, well, we have the horn. What's the other? Here, let's try that again.
That seemed to get one of the puppeteers riled up. I wondered if I could do the same for the other.
Maybe the bellows?
That didn't work.
Scissors. Oh, that's clever. Hold on.
I couldn't do that. Remembering my childhood days, I wrapped the tissue paper around the comb to form a rudimentary kazoo.
Wow. Okay, that's actually... So, we did this all the time in elementary school growing up, but I don't think a whole lot of people do the comb kazoos anymore. That's a deep pull. Try it if you haven't. It's fun.
Non ci posso credere. That was my moment. Your moment. We agreed in rehearsals that this scene would be about me. Che cosa, I did no such thing. You did it again! Mama always told me you tried to upstage me. Che pazzia. Mama told you that. She always told me I should go solo.
Again.
Right, that's it. I quit. You quit. I quit first. You'll never work in this town again. Work in this town again? We only arrived this morning.
Well, nowhere to go but up.
You sabotaged the show.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just...
That was hilarious. I liked it when the puppets fight, but I love it when it's the puppeteers.
Glad you enjoyed the show.
Could I borrow those instruments you used? If they come back, I'd like to direct the encore.
Sure, I doubt I'll have much more use for them.
Cool. If we couldn't use them for the beach, I was wondering how we were going to use the comb. Okay, so we lost the horn, lost the kazoo. That's the only thing that's playing this game so far I've kind of cocked my eye about, because that's... A lot of people don't do that anymore, so people probably get stuck on that if they had no idea about it. But... I mean, I'll take progress when I can get it. Those two puppeteers reminded me, I think his name... Oh, what was his name? Ray Stevens, who did songs like Mississippi Squirrel Revival. He had a song, a cover of the Hey Hey We're the Monkeys song, done by like two Nordic guys, and they get into a big argument about stepping over each other's lines and stuff, so it was a nice little throwback to me. Now, for the love of God, can we go now?
Could you take me to Crossbone Cove?
Well, look at that. That's quite the dangerous destination. Do you know how many boats have crashed against the rocks along that coast?
Does that mean we can't go?
Oh, sure we can. But it'll cost you.
How much?
Boat charter, insurance, perilous route supplement, double pay at this time of night. It's gonna cost you at least $50.
$50?
Plus tax. Let's call it $75 total.
75?
But listen, I'll give you private hire of the ferry for the rest of the night.
I don't have that much.
No problem. Just get back to me when you do. As I say it, you've got no other choice. Ain't no other ferry around at this time of night.
I forgot what year this is, because I'm actually very curious how much $75 would actually be. I'm going to say... Inflation. I forgot when it was. I'm just going to put like the 1920s, and it said it was around $1,250 today. Would be about 75. Good God. Okay. Well, then how are we going to get... Oh? We have met someone who has money. Well, let's talk to Crab real quick.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
What was that puppet show you were watching?
A bastardization of the Commedia dell'arte. You know, I don't even think they're Italian. Shave the moustaches off, and they'd look exactly like two guys I saw down at the Absinthe Bar a few weeks ago.
Do you think they're really locals?
Worse than that, I think they're Floridians.
Florida men.
Does anyone else perform here?
On the Plaza del Pez? Oh, sure. We're plagued by performers. Last week, some guy painting himself silver shoved a steel rod up his sleeve, then stood there pretending he could float on air.
Sounds magical.
It wasn't magical when Mrs. Grotke took a tumble and tried to steady herself on him. Knocked the guy right into the bay. He might have been able to float on air, but he sure couldn't float on water.
Are you not a fan of the theater?
Quite the contrary. I dreamed of one day treading the boards, basking in the limelight.
What would your act have been?
Hypnosis. Ever since I was a boy, I would practice for hours, honing my hypnotic stare.
Were you any good at it?
I don't know. I never tried it out other than in the mirror. But anytime I hear a bell ring, I do start clucking like a chicken.
Good to know.
Have you ever auditioned for the local theater?
At the Calliope? No, can't say that I have. I always felt that the innate connection between the performer and the audience was disrupted by the proscenium arch. An actor should get out among the spectators, simultaneously a symbol and a reflection of the society they find themselves in. A commentary on the bourgeoisie that belongs within the everyday experience, not locked away behind an entry fee.
And you think that can come across in street theater?
Of course. Unless you're a mime, then you just look silly.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Okay, well, if we need money, Muffy may be the best call. Also, if he was talking about the coast as perilous, it may be advantageous to go ahead and turn the lighthouse toward, but we don't know exactly where that is yet. So let's hold off for right now. Muffy, need some guidance. Need some money.
I had nothing else to say to Muffy.
Well, crap.
The book was just one of an assortment of items set up on a folding table, apparently useful in the beachcomber searching.
Is there anything we can do for you, Muffy? No.
I glanced at the book's cover and was more than surprised to read the title, Dunstan the Dinosaur, above a drawing of a bulbous yellow triceratops walking on two legs and wearing a bowler hat.
Tide pool. All the tide pools.
The beach was dotted by tide pools, partly filled with seawater. I peered into the tide pools, but all I could see was pebbles, sand, and seaweed. I peered into the tide pools, but all I could see was pebbles, sand, and seaweed.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's one of the things that we need to put the dinosaur in so he finds it. Dinosaur
There'd be no
bones.
way to cross the causeway back to the mainland until the tide had gone down.
Well, I'm not.
It was an old silver coin with a tiny inscription. Using the microscope in the jeweler's, I'd revealed that it read, "Into the palm of a prince."
He's the son of someone.
I didn't need to show him that.
Oh.
Did you say you were looking for a more secluded beach?
Oh.
Yes, that's right. Have you found one?
Look at this! Further along the coast is a bay called Crossbone Cove.
There you go. I was thinking, well, he does have a yacht.
Crossbone Cove. That does sound very bony. How do we get there?
There's a ferryman in town named Crab McCready who can take us to Crossbone Cove. We just need $75 to cover the charter fee.
There it is.
Oh, absolutely. I can spare some of my allowance. Let me write you a check.
So Boney Rasputin plays in the background. The Karlish. Oh, wow. Oh, that is an awesome signature. With the shell.
That should cover it.
I'll go charter it at once.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, that is awesome. If we're going to charter here, let's go to the fort then. And let's just keep on turning the wheel. There we go.
The ragged coast of Devil's Rock stretched into the distance. Crossbone Cove was somewhere along that coast, I knew that much. But with how jagged and meandering the coast was, the map alone wasn't enough to pinpoint it exactly. That wasn't going to work.
Figured if we put some light on the situation. Okay, I'm going to keep on forgetting to use the map feature. That's alright, though. Oh, I still love the beginning of this song. Okay, Crab. Now that we've interrupted your... Hope this will cover it. Interrupted your entertainment for the evening. Oh, see, it's doing that thing again. Where I can't actually highlight Crab at all. I wonder if I have to... Here, let's try exiting out and then back in. Oh, whoops. Wrong way. Alright, I'm not touching it. I'm not trying to double click or anything because I think I may be trying to confuse it. I'm not trying to, but that's what I'm actually doing. The game's like, no, don't give him cash. What's wrong with you? Ooh, climbing down is a good sign.
Will this cover the ferry payment?
Ooh, I didn't think you'd get that much. Sure it will. Who's this Carlisle guy?
Oh, he's coming too. He's funding the trip.
Well, he gets a promotional flag too.
Ooh.
Gee, thanks.
Consider this ferry chartered. Thank you for placing your trust in the Crab McCready Ferry Company, despite all the reviews. Now, once your compatriot is here, we can cast off. Pin that map up inside the cabin, will you? It'll be a tricky voyage to Crossbone Cove. I haven't sunk yet. This month.
And so we were off, captained by a man whose body composition had more alcohol in it than a bottle of vodka. And yet he navigated like a seasoned dancer, pirouetting through the treacherous currents with a drunken grace, all the while sipping from a flask that smelled stronger than window cleaner.
Playing Sea of
Crab,
Thieves.
I can't complain about your captaincy skills, but I've got to ask, how did you get through those treacherous rocks with so much alcohol in your bloodstream?
Murphy, if I didn't have the alcohol in my bloodstream, I wouldn't be going anywhere near those rocks in the first place.
That's fair. Ooh, rock pile, which isn't sus at all. That leads to deep ones is what happens there.
The ferry that had brought us to Crossbone Cove bobbed just offshore.
I'm going to assume talking to Crab sends us out of here, so...
It was an old rowboat, smashed against the rocks of the stony beach. The rowboat had no oars, and more importantly, no structural integrity. It wasn't going anywhere.
And that looks like the place that we're going to have to shoot.
I didn't want to disturb the rock pile. It might have made it collapse. It was a pile of rocks, sturdily balanced atop one another. It was now illuminated by the light from Fort de la Moor.
So maybe...
A change of location hadn't brought about a change in expression on the determined fossil hunter. His disposition could best be described as enthusiastically baffled.
Well, before we talk to Muffy, let's look at the rockfall here.
At the far end of Crossbone Cove, all I came across was a wall of rocks and boulders. It seemed the cave I was after had gone missing. I couldn't see a way through the fallen rocks. If I wanted to get into the cave, I would need to get rid of them.
Any insight there, Muffy?
Hello again, Muffy.
Hello, Murphy.
Any luck finding those fossils?
Nothing. I'm beginning to think this island doesn't have any fossils.
Have you found anything at all?
Only these.
Oh my goodness, Muffy! Those are gemstones! Rubies, emeralds, sapphires? This might be genuine pirate treasure.
But they're not fossils, are they? They're nothing more than baubles. They're not the figurative footsteps of ancient behemoths, the skeletal remains of the kings of the prehistoric world. I'll have you know, I'm not conducting this exploration for financial gain, but for the love of dinosaurs. Here, you seem rather entranced by them. You can have them.
All right, thanks, Hammond.
Gosh, thank you, Muffy. What do you think of Crossbone Cove, Muffy?
I feel like a real explorer out here. Such daring and tranquil isolation, inaccessible, miles from civilization.
It's nice to get away from it all, isn't it?
Just the place to build a summer retreat, I'd say. A manor on the cliffside, a pier for the yacht, connect up a road for Rufus, my driver, a few cottages for the staff. Then I'd be able to enjoy the isolation properly.
Yeah, why not? Real estate.
You haven't seen a cave around here, have you?
I'm afraid not. Why? Have you lost one?
It appears so.
Well, don't give up. Things are always in the last place you look.
Shooting star. Make a wish.
Good luck with the fossil hunting.
I'm close. I can feel it.
I think we're close to...
It was a handful of multicolored gemstones. Undoubtedly pirate treasure.
Oh, I bet that's where we get what we can trade in for the dinosaur bone. Okay, Muffy, I know things seem grim right now, but I think your luck is about to change, and we're going to see if it changes in the next episode, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.